What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukshu. We are back with another Musume video. First things first, Merry Christmas. Especially to those who actually do celebrate Christmas, unlike myself, which is just, meet up with the family. Basically, just my mom, dad, grandparents, and my brother, and just have a dinner. That's pretty much what Christmas has been to me the whole time. So, but regardless, Merry Christmas to everyone. Whether if Christmas was earlier for you guys just because of time zone, or you're in the same time zone or same day as I am, where it's Christmas right now, then Merry Christmas to everyone. But here we are back in the CM, day 2 of round 2. These attempts are pretty much just trying to see what it's just basically going through the runs, because as you guys can see, we did make it to group A in day 1, barely making it to group A, I would say. So this is going to be pretty much more of a just let the CM play in the background as I go over the comments and just see if I'll probably run Mr. CB the whole time just to see how many wins she can rack up while it's going on, and just swap the other Uma just to see how it goes. But before we do jump into the races and then also the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who have not joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, either go to the comment section down below, let me know, or also the channel request, circle request channel in the Discord server. Now let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let me just set this up real quick. Mr. CB should already be here. I did say I wanted to see how she would do with Kita this time around, so we're gonna do that. Actually, yeah, we'll just do maybe not Kita for now. We'll do Sakura Laurel. Why not? She may not have an S, but we'll just give it a shot. Like I said, it's just gonna be a chill CM day, so let's just get this started and see how this goes. And then I believe the banner, the Grass Wonder banner, ends on Thursday night, or the night of the 26th, at least for myself. So Friday's video should be a new banner, I would assume. So or yeah, banner overview. And then tomorrow, I actually don't know what would I do for tomorrow's video. Oh, I just realized tomorrow, oh no, right? Tomorrow night we should be, I think we're getting the final CM on the same day as the, oh, I just clicked the skip button, that's my fault. Yeah, I think Friday we'll be getting both the final CM and the banner overview, if I'm assuming this correctly. But they could not release I don't know, because I think the Pocket Live is tonight, or was it last night? I don't even remember. Someone will probably just mention in the comments, but I'm not too sure when the banner is. Let me actually check real quick on the news, see what's going on real quick. I don't really see anything. I just assume there's going to be a new banner. If not, then I guess not. I guess not, but yeah, I guess tomorrow we'll just do a random training for someone, don't know who, or we can attempt the master challenge, just see how that goes. I did see that it was over there. I just barely noticed it. I accidentally mistaken it because I was just looking for the CM. I was like, whatever, I'll just click this. Oh well. But let's just go over the comments now. Now, yesterday's video, no, the video 2 days ago for day 2 round 1, Shaz did leave a comment. So I'm gonna go over that first, and then we'll go over yesterday's video's comments. So starting with Shaz's comment from the other video: yo, amazing content as usual, broski. I barely had time to play Musume, but now I am free. It's time to carry on grinding gems. Currently, I am on 175k gems. That is what, 5 pity? Close to 8 pity? You're just 5k away from 8 pity. 8 pity? 6 pity, my bad. How did I go from 5 to 8? Well, you keep farming them gems, because I guess once I guess the anniversary hits or a banner that is really good to pull on, whether if it's, well, I'm assuming support cards, you're gonna probably use a good bit, depending on how your pulls go. Other than that, thank you for the comment, Shaz. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Rick, and this is now on yesterday's video. I clicked on a video before getting the notification on my phone. Me and my cousins have been doing Pokemon Pocket tournaments weekly, and the 3rd started today. We usually start them Friday and finish it Saturday, Sunday. I think they did it either because they want to take me out as the champ because I won the first 2 tournaments, or because they have more free time because tomorrow is Christmas. Some people get it confused, but today in my country is Noche Buena and tomorrow Navidad, Christmas. I have been humble for the first two wins, but if I win the 3rd one, I think I might show off a bit or a lot. Hey, if you win 3 in a row, might as well. But yes, I am familiar with Noche Buena. I actually did eat with my family already for the Noche Buena, but also going to see them again tomorrow for the actual Christmas dinner. So yeah, I am familiar with it. As for the Pokemon Pocket tournaments, good on you. Good on you. At least you're having fun with it from what it seems like. And Eugen had replied saying, and some people will call it, oh, another normal day, then sleep. If I can go back to sleep, then sure, but it is just another normal day. When I say if I can go back to sleep, it kind of just depends when I go to sleep and wake up. It is Christmas, nothing really much going on. I'll probably just chill until dinner if I'm not, unless I'm making up sleep. But other than that, pretty much a normal day. But thank you for the comment, Rick, and also Eugen for replying. Next batch of comments are going to be from Nova. And the first one says, I mean, I'm the only Uma trainer here who puts little to no effort in Uma, so it makes sense for Shushu to doubt me during the CMs. I'm not offended by it. It's just that Uma is a side game to me, and I'll repeat this as how many times as I need to. Uma is just a side game. With that said, I did secure Group A finals again. This time it's 5 wins in a row during Group A, round 2 of all places. Now I'm just chilling. Since Vivlos is not here, I'm not really that keen about getting first in the finals. At the very end, I put Christmas Palmer back into place of Donna, and she did better than I thought. Looks like the pity from last year during the Christmas Measure banner really paid off. Who would have thought I'd start doing CMs this year? It's a miracle, I'd say. Well, first things first. I wouldn't say Uma is my main game either. It is a game I do enjoy playing, but my main game simply lies it's basically, I guess you could say, Star Rail, Zenless, Lua, and Genshin. Basically those four. But there I do play a lot of other games, as you guys are aware of. So, but I would say those are the ones I spend the most time on. Well, I guess spent the most time on. Saying I spend the most time on it, like on a daily basis, probably not, because I'm pretty much caught up in most of those games, besides like maybe like an event or two that still has time for me to do. And yeah, besides that, in total though, it depends how you see it, because I feel like obviously I would have spent more time in Pretty Derby since it was out almost 4 years ago, whereas Star Rail and Zenless have been out for, I guess together, if you combine the two, for about 2 years, or a little over 2 years. Genshin, yeah. But I wouldn't say Uma is my main game either. It's just a game that I do enjoy and just like playing. But definitely most likely spent more time on Uma since day one, if anything. But winning 5 wins in a row with doing less effort for the CM prep wise compared to the last CM. This is why I say it's no match between the both of us. But just like you, I am chilling because I surprisingly was able to make it to Group A, barely, in yesterday's video. I swear you at least attempted one CM before 2024. At least one. That's off the top of my head. But I would say this year, specifically the last CM, was when you actually did try. And then, but yeah, no more encouragement for Shushu, because coming from me would be a waste. Technically speaking, I mean, I did say yesterday, you telling me to have confidence doesn't really mean a thing. Coming from a guy who has the, like I said, the potential to do really well. But I mean, just look at you. 1-5 in a row, but we'll see how you finish up tomorrow in Group A. Or in 2 days. Tomorrow? 2 days? Whatever it is. So Shushu, do you think I should swipe in Uma if CG actually provides an easier way in the future? Nah, I don't. Honestly speaking, no. I mean, with the frequency or the amount of times you pull, just based off from last year's Christmas banner to this year's Christmas banner, I would say no, you wouldn't need to. So yeah, I don't see you swiping in Uma, even if CG or side games do provide an easier way. But who knows? Who knows? I don't see it, but it is what it is. I don't see a need for swiping in Uma just because the whales are already far gone at this point. Especially, well, I mean, with the support cards you have, I'd say you can easily catch up to the whales if you just add more to your arsenal, I guess. And and actually spend time more on prepping for the CM. And who knows, maybe if you do actually do that, which you most likely won't, heck, maybe you could make it to the extra stage. That's what it's called in the League of Heroes. Who knows? But I don't see it happening. In Uma terms, the free-to-play will always be the chasers who will always keep chasing the whales, running great escape. I could, however, just get the Uma selector. I do like Umas for different tracks still. Well, that's because you rarely pull. That's all I gotta say for that. Berxina, Daring Heart, or Ferv, and Aguri. Probably one more, and that will fill out the 5 Umas I'll pull in 2025. You're predicting 5 Uma pulls? Well, I guess. Are you sure about Aguri? I don't even know if you like Aguri. Honestly speaking, I don't know if you even like Cap like that. But yeah, I could see you pulling for Verxina, Daring Heart, or Ferv. Very uncertain about Cap because I don't know. You never really have talked about her or mentioned her or anything. So that's why I'm doubting it. Well, from what I can tell, the anniversary for sure, if it's most likely, or Ferv, and the half Annie, whoever it may be, I feel like those are the 2 guaranteed Uma banners you'd pull for. Verxina should be released by sometime in 2025. I'm not going to say early, I'm just sometime in 2025, maybe even before the anniversary, which I would assume they'd probably do. Daring Heart, I could see her being released sometime next year. But the only competitive streak I have is in League of Legends, where I can rage Arims for 12 hours straight without stopping. I forgot to eat or drink at one point, since both winning and losing a match just makes me rage further. Losing is infuriating because the team was useless, and winning felt infuriating because the other team seems to be fresh out of tutorial. Or maybe because they don't want to jump in to the real, you know? Aram is just kind of just chill. Although, I don't see myself ever going back to League of Legends, only because I do question if I actually did truly enjoy playing League, to be quite honest. I'm not actually sure if I really did enjoy it. But I did play it for quite a while, but I think because it's just League, I just don't know if I really did enjoy it. I'm getting mad just thinking about it as I'm typing this comment. I mean, you typed it. You're making yourself mad. I used to look up to Eugen as an Uma player, but now, not really. I think he's playing this turbo game that I have no understanding as to why or what enjoyment he gets from it. That's actually a simple answer. It's just Twin Turbo is, I'm assuming, based on him always using Twin Turbo, is his top favorite Uma. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I guess it's the feeling of trolling other players who strive for meta is what makes him tick. If anything, I'd look up to Rick for his dedication to Uma from the 2 to 3 months since he started. I used to have that glimmer of hope, but that has been long lost after making a new track. But yeah, I'm just a try-hard Uma player at the end of the day for actually training for CMs. Even now I'm thinking about Hanshin for the next CM. Wait. Did you actually train for the CM? Because I remember correctly, you said that you weren't really going to try for the CM right after the last CM. And even before the CM, even before the League of Heroes ended. So I don't see it. Yujin had replied saying, "That's the fun part, which I can stick to the Uma Musume, so even I can get stressed out. It's the reason I won't quit the game." My love for Twin Turbo will stick during ups and downs, though most of the time, all in disadvantages. I still believe I can win her while training to find a good setup. Unfortunately, I'm lacking with the support cards I really need to make Twin Turbo meta. Aside from parent factors, I've been working for years just for her. If he really didn't love Twin Turbo, he wouldn't have worked as hard over the years since second anniversary when she was released with Mr. CB as the 1-star. So that is real dedication to his favorite Uma. Real dedication. Eugen also says, you can also say that also. You can also say that also. I'm just gonna read it as is. I also stand my ground, and I'm gonna just read it the way I read it I see it, at least, or at least as properly as I can. You can also say that I stand my ground and identify myself as a Twin Turbo fan lover for this game. I just had to move words around and add a few words to make it make sense in myself. But I get it. There's other Umas I like as well, but I stick priorities which to choose first. Don't worry, I will try to work on the lineup that you mentioned for final A grade league. Though, I want to make sure to win the Long Platinum, but I will be up to the challenge using Akabono, Twin Turbo, and Dream Journey. Seems UC7 Mr. CB was out of it. Formation might be difficult, but we'll try on it. You do you, Eugen. You do you. I mean, you were already doing better than me and CMs regardless. And then Nova says, if I have the same passion for Turbo as you, then I'd say so. But that Uma has too much problems. I have really nothing to say to that, so I'm just going to move on to the next comment from Nova. But thank you, Eugen, for replying. But the next one says, it's kind of weird that this huge thing works differently in Uma. We can all agree that Donna has some huge assets, but I'm more into Vivlos, who isn't as huge. Well, it's because, I guess, maybe because of her personality, the way she is, I would say. Or is the camel? I guess there are factors about an Uma that I subconsciously love, but I can't put it into words. Like, I can explain why I like Marvelous because it's Marvelous. Well, I wonder what you're talking about. Since you also put it in all caps, just like you did with the times you put huge in this comment. All caps. I can explain away Zephyr because she's cute and her voice is heavenly. I do agree, I do like Zephyr as well. For Duran or Ferb, it's that cool swagger factor maybe. I guess what Eugen says is true. Just look downward for the truth you seek. That is you. That would be for you. And I guess you could say you can add McQueen to that because of her Ojo-sama personality, right? But without those exceptions, I feel like you just lean towards the huge assets, which is very, very obvious, especially in other games. English dub for the musical PV of Wuba 2.0 is actually somewhat better than the JP version, so it's not like EN is always bad. But I just stick to JP because I've been traumatized by both EN and CN dub in the past. I will say in the beginning, trying to see how much because currently, or like for the, I guess the past patch or two, or maybe even more, I haven't really had an issue with the English dub for Wuwa. In the beginning, I guess it just kind of threw me off because it was a little off. But it was honestly mainly just Yang Yang, to be honest. But I figured that's just how she talks. So I kind of just got used to it, and yeah, as she got more exposed into the story, it's just pretty much how she is. So that basically just resolved on its own for myself, at least. Yeah, but I don't really necessarily have an issue anymore, or at all anymore, with the English dub for Wuwa. Never really had an issue with English dub at all, unless it was like painfully obvious that it was bad. Like in a few or a couple animes, but rarely. Yeah, I never really had an issue with it. CN dub I will know because I never really had an inclination to even listen to it once, because obviously for me, like I said in yesterday's video, it's either EN or JP. And if EN's not available, straight to JP. Eugen reached UC7. We gotta see who gets to UB first. I'm gonna go ham. If you're gonna train for the next CM, I could probably, if you're gonna actually prep for the next CM, I could see you probably reaching UB if you really did try. That little doubt on your face when you almost thought you didn't get to Group A was hilarious. Then again, congrats, we can face off each other this time. Yeah, I didn't know if I made it to Group A or not. For like a split second or so. But here I am. Here I am, just waiting to get into just waiting to go into Group A finals in 2 days, or I guess, yeah, 2 days. Eugen replied saying, anticipating the first platinum title grade league in Arima CM. And then Nova says, Bono Bono. For Akabono, I would assume. Ironically, the last CM was better suited for Donna, and now your Donna is popping off in this CM. Man, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Yeah, she's definitely way better for medium distance, I would say, but it's not like she was gonna not be completely good or anything like that for this one. It's just you just had to not pick one of the evolved skills that gave it for medium distance. That's pretty much all it was. But also, since this is not 3000 and it was what, 2400 to 2500 if I'm not mistaken for that evolved skill, then yeah, it would have been a different story if this was like 3000 meters, like the No Show Spring. I believe that's 3000 meters. I know there's a longer long distance one, but it's a G2 race if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Now let me refresh just to make sure this is the last comment from Nova. I don't see it. So the last comment from Nova says, my true goal is to see Shushu when using Agnes debuffer. Stay tuned, folks. Getting first with a debuffer is never gonna happen. I don't see it. I don't see it for anyone. For anyone who uses a debuffer, it's just not possible. Unless everyone's using a debuffer, then it's whoever's best debuffer is gonna win. I just realized Silent Suzuka's here. Well, that's gonna be interesting. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much all the comments from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is going to be from Eugen. Wow, a neck-to-neck battle of Kita-san and Top Road. Same goes for Gentle Donna and Mr. CB. Then Gentle Donna barely squeezes in on the 11th hour and made you to Group A with a clutch. LOL, sometimes backliners suddenly appear from nowhere right at the finish line if you race it on vertical just like Mr. CB coming out of nowhere. Well, to be honest, I got so used to the vertical because the game is mainly vertical that I don't really see a need to go horizontal. Let alone I don't really care for the, what's it called, the dynamic view, whereas like the first person POV, I don't really care for it. It's just there for me. So yeah. Maybe I should give some time and thought and learn about Sokaku since she is part of Section 6, so need to give time to learn. Yeah, I mean, all she really needs is more on-field time. That's all she really needs. But when I got the Bang Boo design for Section 6, it's like more inclined to electric, so I guess Rita would be better. I wouldn't say so. Not necessarily. Because if you have Yanagi in your team, it's already having another electric. And having another ice wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially if the Bang Boo obviously is electric, then you technically have 2 electrics and 2 ice with that team. It doesn't necessarily matter. At least as long as you trigger this order, you're perfectly fine, which Yanagi would easily help you out. So honestly, the 3rd slot doesn't necessarily matter too much, in my opinion, when it comes down to element, because obviously you can run different supports, whether it's Lucy, Tokaku, Caesar, Rina, heck, even Nicole, if that's all you got. So it doesn't really necessarily matter. At least in a support aspect, because obviously yeah, because obviously you should be fine getting the 3 out of 3 thing that they have in the top right corner, because you already have Yanagi and Miyabi. And then after that, I'm pretty sure just having 2 of the same types, which either Rina or Sakaku will handle, will mark that last third one. Or if you run the whole Section 6 team, then obviously you'll have that checked off also. But the dude guy is also electric. I will try it as well as part of the group once I'm done setting up Miyabi. I'm actually contemplating if I want to build him, because I do like his gameplay. Like I said, I'm a sucker for archer type characters, because as a Sagittarius, which is also an archer, I won't lie, I said it also, I think in the last video or so. I know I said this in the Zenless video, where if it's like a JRPG or any RPG game and there's an archer class, 80% of the time I'll probably most likely click it. And if we're talking like online multiplayer games like Call of Duty, my main gun's a sniper, so there it is. About the voice actor, it's just my preference. But yeah, I did give a try. But I won't deny E and Dub are good with some RPG versions. Maybe it doesn't feel like for me this time. But at least it doesn't look bad, just like before the one video I watched. Is it Wuwa? That disappointed my whole day after hearing it. Yeah, that was literally the first video of Wuwa. Literally the first video. About the EN dub for Resident Evil, I agree to you that JP dub is weird, and EN dub is much better to listen. Maybe it's because of the settings or type of game. I don't think it's a type of game. I think it's because not even the setting, if you're talking about like locations and all that. I think one reason for a reason for me is I guess just the characters. Mainly the characters, because it's like I'm looking at, let's say, like Leon from Resident Evil, or I guess James from Silent Hill. You wouldn't really expect them to, you know, to speak Japanese. So that honestly just throws me off when I come across someone streaming or posting a video and they're playing it on JP dub. I'm just like, this is weird. This is weird. I guess in my opinion is JP dub is better in anime, like EN dub for those 3D type game close to realistic, which would be like Resident Evil, I guess. But the best EN dub I've ever heard is from James from Silent Hill from his crazy quirk. I'm assuming when with his chainsaw. Of course, JP dub is better in anime, but I don't mind the EN dub. That's the only thing. Other than that, that is pretty much it from Eugen. So thank you for all the comments, Eugen. And lastly, we have a few comments from Tanoki, and the first one says Merry Christmas, or at least it is for me now, though it will be Christmas once you record, I believe. Merry Christmas to you, Tanoki. To clarify on what Nova said, I didn't say it requires luck to get into Group A finals. You at least have 8 shots of 5 matches to win 3, and that's at least reasonably averaging your luck out. It's a position in the finals itself that is more luck based. It's one match and you face whoever you match with. Even with a solid team, just one player stronger than you or a late starter too, it's over. Yeah, that is that is how the finals is. Whether you're in Group A or Group B doesn't necessarily matter. Unless you somehow have Uma's like Nova and somehow end up in Group B, then you probably should just win Group B. If you're Nova, at least. But no, that is pretty much how the CM finals has always been. So to me, that isn't anything new to me, because it was, I mean, you know, I already known that. But no, I'd say some luck is involved getting into Group A. Like, I will admit that yesterday's attempts, especially the set where I did make it to Group A, that was definitely luck. That was definitely luck, and I'm not gonna deny it. Like if Gentle Donna had lost that last one, I honestly wouldn't have been surprised, because I'm like, you know, the expectation for me is Group B, but my goal is Group A, and now, but she managed to pull it off, barely, but did it regardless. And then lastly, I think the difference for me on top 10 Uma is that my top 10 isn't very set at all. Heck, Narita Taishin is top 5 for me, and that's from a pretty nice performance from her in League of Heroes back in June. Espoir City is ninth, I said nice, is ninth, and she doesn't exist in the game as an Uma yet. I think an Uma that I kind of like, managed to pull and has a decent voice, would immediately hop into the 4th for me. And what I will say to that is, I would say that would be more for you then. Because originally when I read it, it just gave me the impression that we're looking for top 10 potential to make them into your top 10 or in order for you to pull for them. Which to me sounds kind of... Don't even know how to describe it. It's just... Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just kind of like... That really... that really how it's going to be? I guess type of way? Because a lot of the UMA, obviously we all have our preferences on designs and all that, but design doesn't technically make the full decision. And for it to be top 10 doesn't really need for me. As long as I like the character, I'll originally pull for them. And then since if I do get them, I'll be able to use them more, see where it goes from there. But like my example for Katsuragi Ace, she's just kind of there for me now. And then also I don't really base it also on performances in the game itself. That doesn't really play a factor to me at all. If I was gonna, it just, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me to factor a top 10 of UMAs I like based on their League of Heroes or CM performance. That's a weird thing for me. So yeah, kind of surprised that you don't at least have like a top 10 set. But we're all different, I would assume. And then first time writing comments, and I see Shushu is recording now. Yeah, I'm recording now, and I did see you posting comments. Well, I did see you post comments. I did see the comments, and then you added that, because if I didn't refresh while I was reading your comment, I wouldn't have seen it. But another one came up. I think your best team would be Kita, Donna, and Mr. CB unless you hit a room with many great escapes. In that case, the debuffers would come in handy. All the other strats are not too bothered by a debuffer this round. So I'm assuming you're telling me to just go for Mr. CB then, instead of putting Agnes Tachyon. Interesting. All the other strats are not too bothered by debuffer this round. Well, in that case... If Tanoki says so, I'll give it a shot. If Tanoki says so, I'll give it a shot. But I have to wait till tomorrow or tonight to set it up, because I know there's like a whole period of time where you can set your team before they lock it in. So I gotta do that. And I'll have to swap Agnes Tachyon for Mr. CB, if that's the case. It's too bad that we have to come up with our formations and then see what the opponent's composition is. We can't adjust it in any way, so there's no point in thinking about it. Congrats on Group A though, happy to see you in. I never really thought about it too much. For me is if I get into finals, once I hit the finals, it's just pretty much, oh, I'll just use whatever I've been using, I guess, since they made it. Debuffer's debuffer. At least recently I've been thinking that. So I guess they'll be there. But if you say that debuffers are not really needed, then I'll give Mr. CB a shot, because who knows? What if she wins it for me? And then yes, thank you. I haven't been in Group A for... Actually, don't remember when was the last time I made it to Group B. I mean, Group A. Did I hit Group A this year? Let me see. Let me check my videos. Going over and make it making it to Group A, Group B finals. Nah, I don't think I did make it to Group A at all this year. Yeah, I don't think so. It was probably last year, not this year. Yeah, it's certainly been a while. It's certainly been a while since I've been in Group A. I can't even find it, so. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it for all the comments. Nothing was held for review. Inoki, I don't know if he's done posting comments, but he had some time to add another comment, if anything. But first things first, I'll just thank all of you who commented. So Tanoki, Eugen, Nova, Rick, and Shaz for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. I will refresh the comments once more, because I don't know if Tanoki will add another comment or not. And so I guess I can give a small update on 1 or 2 gotchas. In Heaven Burns Red, I did manage to finally get Seika, the Chinese dress one. But believe it or not, I've gotten another dupe of Tama as well in that same banner. So my Tama is like 2 dupes, I think, because I know I got one earlier, like last week. And I don't remember her name, but since Nova calls her a Union, I'm attempting to pull for her. And then I said 1 or 2. I guess the second update would be Snowbreak. Literally before recording this video, I logged in to play Snowbreak, and pretty much got the new character. Had to go all the way to pity. So be it. I didn't get the last character, so my pity just built up from there. So now I am like close to pity also for her weapon. And then after playing her, I guess you could say a trial of how she was, or how her gameplay is. It was better than I had anticipated, I guess. And then should be pulling for Star Rail, since the banner should have ended, or is ending in a few hours, or it's already gone. I'm not too sure. Then next week, literally New Year's night, or a few hours before New Year's, Genshin's releasing the Pyro Archon Moika. Pulling for her. I guess this would be a question to Nova, because I think last week, or was it earlier this week, where you said I don't even remember. I don't know when that limited banner is. I think that's next week, right? Is it next week, or was it this week? Honestly, I don't really remember much from reverse. Atelier released, I guess it's more than 2 games. Atelier released the part 2 of their first anniversary, even though it's still a month early. I don't get it, but it does last until the, I guess, the actual anniversary date, I guess. And this banner, I do want to pull for more, because it includes Valeria. I believe the girls' frontline event ends on Christmas, which is Christmas Day. So I don't know what's going on after. I haven't really logged in yet. I will say I did farm as much as I can for the event shop. I think I'm also level 36, which isn't too bad for being a week late. It's not that bad. But if I don't end up doing anything, or I guess doing anything else, or not end up sleeping before Christmas dinner, and then I'll grind some Heaven Burns Red. Other than that, any other games? I believe Wu was next week as well. Could be wrong about that, but I think it is next week. And then Zenless is too recent, so can't really talk about that. Oh, did I mention in Honkai Impact? I got her last week, but I did manage to finally get Sparkle and her equipment last week. Only had to pull 2 because they give you a guaranteed 1. And and then I also got her weapon. So pretty much the whole Sparkle kit. And that was last week. Other than that, oh, I did pull Dolphin Wave, but I didn't get the character I wanted. I got her partner, so I'm still pulling there. And I don't know. I think that's it. I'm just gonna refresh the comments now, as Kita is trying to run away from the crowd. But it was like Dream Journey caught up. Will Dream Journey beat Kita? Probably yes. That's not even a question anymore. And I think that was the last race. Yeah, that was the last race. Maybe I should have tried. Nah. Honestly, maybe I should have tried Gentle Donna on this team and just removed Agnes Tachyon, but it is what it is. But that's gonna be pretty much it for this video, guys. We made it to Group A in yesterday's video, so this was more or less just a chill video to really just read over the comments, give any updates or anything like that, and also wish y'all Merry Christmas. And tomorrow's video should probably most likely just be a random training. Either random training or we do Master Challenge. Over here. Yeah, maybe we'll do the Arima. Maybe we'll do the Arima Kinen. Since we're in a long distance grind. Or long distance grind. We're in the long distance. Oh, we could also do the Derby. This is dirt though. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Maybe we'll do like 1 or 2 of these. 3 depending on how long it takes. Because we can also do the short and mild distance since we just came off the Great Food Festival, and maybe it'll still work out for it. So, or it most likely should, because obviously this scenario was made for medium long distance. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. You guys can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know your results on the round 2. If you guys haven't, let me know if you guys made it to Group A, Group B. Doesn't necessarily matter as long as you make it to the finals for the 3 jewels. And if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, whether if it's Uma itself, the any other anime, games, or anything like that, doesn't really have to be all of that, but just anything really. As long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. Merry Christmas once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. 君はどうせ君だよ。